Welcome back, everybody, to Planetscape Edge of the Void. Ooh, got a little bit of hiccups. I am your Dungeon Master, the Grey Jedi. Here are my Rocketeers. Say hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
We are one pocket short for the night, so she is with us, um, but unfortunately, she is not feeling well. Last we left off, anybody? Inspiration point? Anybody? Want to tell me what happened
Um,
last episode?
we went into the cave and saw us from the past, and also we didn't know this, but you did a cool cinematic of the fact that our plane is still going down, so we're already in the time vortex. So we were.
Yes. So last episode, you guys continued on the planet of Terra, led by um, Arito, uh, heading over to the main city, which you guys actually didn't know. It's called the Wild Vale. Um, yeah, there you go. I got that knowledge. Where is it? I still have it here. Boom for the people at home. There we are. Yes, yes. I love it. That is the Wild Vale. You guys were led there and were told, yeah, we saw the other half of your ship, the parts that you need to try and get in contact with at least the best way that you guys knew of getting in contact with your ship was getting to that other half to try and find out where um, and what has happened to it. As you guys were led and you met with the chieftain, which I have made for everyone at home. If you're on Twitch, that is the chieftain holding his ceremonial staff. But you guys met him, were given passage, and were told that you guys are going to have to find a guide. Rita will be coming with you as a sort of diplomat, knowing that the Wild Vale is a big capital. It does hold sway in certain cities and other places. So, as you guys were led by the chieftain, showing the ancient customs of old Earth ways, seeing the human wraith, um, we're led to the old catacombs below. Oh, okay. We're led to the catacombs below the giant oak tree that serves as the Wild Vale's capital house. Um, and as you guys were walking through, you saw old finger paintings, like cave paintings of events throughout time. Some are very, like, it goes from like cave paintings to kind of like, I won't say cave paintings more elaborate, obviously, for the time were more artistic, but for the most part, just can't really depict too much. It's just single strokes of coal upon the wall, either done by fingers or by the source of coal itself. But leading down, you see what looks like to be the vocal sword. You can't tell when this was put up, but you can definitely tell that for some reason your ship has been here prior. The one thing that was notable that Miss Kitty, who is not here, who does in fact, I will have to say she rolled high enough. I will say that she holds on to this information until she deems fit to give it to you, since we are still on Terra. But we see that there's an illustration of the Earth, a kind of cross section where you can see the mantle, the core of the planet, but it's not the iron core that you would normally hear, molten iron rotating through the gravitational force, but instead a singleized tiny black dot, giving enough heat and rotation to the planet innards. Yes, a black hole, as the ship, the Vorpal Sword, in orbit around this planet, views Captain Orca looking out the window as the final scene, seeing the crew suspiciously still in descent. That is where we pick up, as the chieftain has now led you back from the catacombs. I keep forgetting what catacomb. From the catacombs back up to the main central chambers, and he takes off with his guard as Arito is left there with you. And I have thought about it, and I don't want to give Arito the talk like this. Just doesn't go with him. He's more sophisticated, so it will be a little bit more sophisticated, but still more monkey-like. Yes, yes. It's an honor to meet all of you. Yes, yes, yes.
Excuse me, Mr. DM, sir.
Yes.
Can on the stream, can we go back to the map?
Sure.
The octopus has spoken.
You guys are up in the top left.
And it's pretty.
But the chieftain leads and Arito says, as you guys actually have gotten there, and it's nighttime, he goes, tomorrow at first light, we will leave, go to next town, next city. They will have guides. Very treacherous, the mountains and other things are. Yeah, so you all are able to stay here and rest up. And,
Is there anything?
As he says here, he opens up with a double-sided door that indicates like a suite. It's filled with 7 rooms that can accommodate a very large party. And these room should be suffice for you all.
One moment before you disappear. Is there any good things to do in this mobile?
Yes. Sorry. I did change the name to Wildvale. It was funny joke mobile, but we're just gonna change it fully.
I will retract that and go with Wildvale.
Yes, there is, but he looks up and down, and you can see on his face. Make an insight check.
Got it. Oh, is tonight going to be the night that the dice want to agree with everything? It is! They're rolling quickly and terribly. It's a 7.
He looks at you and states, yes, but I don't think you will be having any fun doing it. As he looks you up and down, and you sense a bit of trepidation from your plasmoid form that he doesn't think you're capable of having the same type of fun he would be considered having.
Oh.
There is the drink. And also, I like nice river rides.
Well, that one over there, and I point to Ray. He would definitely be interested in the drink, I'm sure. That at least that drink is that word you use for that, right, Ray?
I would be interested in the river rides. That sounds fun.
And yes,
jewels,
it's called drink.
If you have the jewels, then you'll be able to also do maybe a ride on the great. I'm gonna say the Gracer beasts, the Grafer beasts, Graver.
I get to ride the gray beasts.
The Grafer beast. You guys know that you remember when you came into, you see this kind of winged, feathery and scaly creature with these long, kind of whisker-like appendages that come off the face that you guys saw flying through the city with enough jewels, you'll be able to buy all that. Go about flying around the area. It's quite beautiful this time of season.
Did you describe them before as like leathery pig, like flying beasts? Is that what I'm thinking
It's
here?
a displacer beast and a griffin mixed together.
Okay. All
And
right.
it's
I
and
don't
instead
think
of
so.
a beak, it has kind of like the regular snout with instead of having the tentacles on the side, it's coming off of the face. There's no suckers. They come to have two spiky, kind of like just like a
Pincers?
fang. No, not pincers. They're like a fang at the end of the whisker, so it can like attack. And yeah, he goes, "We are very peaceful here."
I want to go back. You seem like that's maybe not just the fun that you like. What do you find fun?
Oh, swing races are always a good time to have.
Oh,
Deep
I
in
heard
the,
I heard the word race. Did everyone else
deep
hear
in
the
the
word
heart of the
race?
Vale,
So
this
they've
is at the
got
highest trees. Us have competitions to see how fast we can get from one edge to the other.
they've got
Yeah.
swinging and riding grey beasts. Got it.
The peril of that is a significant risk over, I have to say, 50 centuries high.
Oh,
50 centuries high is about 250 feet to 300 feet tall.
so we're saying up in the air. Okay.
Very,
Interesting.
very high, yes. Yes. As you notice as well, the Hondozi races, or species rather, as you glare around, you notice that they have these kind of like flappy skin underneath their arms. It's not fully apparent. It's not like just like out there like that, like a sugar glider would be. It's kind of like furled up in his arms that you can see like a little bit when he moves. This secondary bit that comes off from underneath his kind of shoulder. But there's one thing about Arito that is different is that he has actually lost his left arm. On his right arm, you do see what looks like to be a mechanical bit, and there's a waist belt that he has on that kind of has like a magnet that kind of like these two very shiny silvery looking discs, and you can only imagine that it kind of unfurls down and clicks, and that uses his other glider. But
So they're like sugar
wrist,
gliders.
well, they're monkeys. They're flying monkeys, but without wings. But you can understand the reason why these guys do these games is because they can just float right back down. For you, it would be dangerous, which is the reason now you can see why he said, I don't think you would have the same amount of fun I would.
Is there one at the end of the day today? I want to think about something before then.
I mean,
There's no
I've seen
formal competitions. If you want, you and I can go.
Well, let's do the river ride and the drink first, and I'm gonna try something while we're all at that, and then I think maybe we could look at
Sure.
taking you up on that.
If you wish. Now, I will let you all go for the night. If you are in need of me, my room is just down the hall. I have things to attend to.
Where can we find this drink?
Oh, yes. Down on the lower levels, near the water side, you'll find one of the most wonderful. Oh, ant. Killed you, bitch. Sorry, I have ants crawling all over my walls, and I gotta get them before they hit me. 1 second here.
The name of the bar is now that.
No.
also, as an aside, hello, new chatters. Thank you for coming in. If you're wondering who the person in the chat that's called Mayhem Gaming is, that would be me, or possibly Sword if he appears at any stage. But
I actually have it set up so unless my mouse is hovering over Zoom, nobody can see the names.
no, I mean in the Twitch chat.
Ooh, yes.
Yes.
There are multiple. Man, so, you guys have a giant suite. It has its own kitchens. Everybody has their own bathroom in the room. It's a very, like, you guys are like, for the kind of medieval, not medieval, like Victorian feel that this is giving off. It is very nice. But yeah, no, the bar that he actually goes, yes, the inn, the moons and stars down by the river. It's a wonderful place. They have a back setting of tables that you can sit by the waterside. It's very relaxing. But may I ask, what form of currency do you all
Credits.
I have a bunch of fancy metal.
have? That would be useful here, yes. I don't know what a credit is, but...
I mean, it's not written. You were just hearing what I said and saying it back. But it's space money, so it probably wouldn't work here. That's okay. I will have a look and see what I've got in my pack. And
Star
see if I've got.
I see, yes.
Yeah.
For you all, the chieftain would like to give you, in total, and you see as he's right at the edge of the suite, there's a little chest. Instead of making you guys roll later, and see if you just completely miss the chest, he begins to lift it up. 500 of assorted gems are in here. We'll say 500 gold pieces worth of assorted gems. And you guys can use this as currency. He looks at Archwire. He goes, "These will your medals. May I see?"
Sure. I have in my notes that you told me they were worth 10,000 when you handed them to me.
Are they like platinum bars?
It's you told me you gave me a range of medals when I won that contest.
Oh yes. Okay, so yeah, you have about like he just looks at it and goes, "How do there is such things?" He looks at you back up and down and make another insight check, but with advantage.
Okay. Let's try that. Come on, insight. Be better than last time, because that was kind of bad. I already got a -1 on it. So, did I do that disadvantage or do that advantage? I don't know. I did it at disadvantage. Let's not do it that way. Let's do it at advantage, please. Not the other way.
No, she's sad.
7. 7.
7. Okay.
7.
He looks you back up and down. In Archwire, you can only imagine, although he may have said, you guys might not have the same type of fun, there's some type of regalia type of look that he's giving you of like, damn, you lift that much?
Oh, good. All right. So I'll take that as a friendly compliment.
Yep, that's what you get with the 7.
Cool. I can use these somewhere, right? That sounds about right.
Yes. The smith. You can trade those in for jewels at the smith if you wish. You get quite a hefty amount. Almost. Oh dear. This chest won't even compare to what you'll have. Would you like to cash it all in?
Probably not yet. I might need it for something. I've been holding on to it for a little while anyway.
Right, well. Whatever you guys need, let me know. Everybody give me a perception check.
How do I say this guy's name again?
Arito, like Dorito,
Dorito.
but with an AR.
I'm gonna have a great night. I have a dirty 1.
I rolled a 3 for a 14.
Okay.
I'm so
25.
disappointed in myself. Ah,
Okay.
fuck you, Wraith.
So Ardwar, as Arito is done saying this, you can't just like help but look. You see in the chest not only diamonds, rubies, sapphires, emeralds, but with a natural one that catches your eye. I'm not going to give you such a bad thing for not seeing this. You see, it's this little opal gem about that big, black entirely.
Huh.
Catches your eye.
Odd.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna saw it, but I'm gonna leave it.
Okay. With the other two, Arito is just like, yes, I have to, and you can see his arm kindly like just pull down a bit, and as you guys kind of look over, you see a little simian child. He goes, Dad, come on, it's dinner time. Mom made banana stew. I don't know why I said banana stew. That's just that seemed very monkeyist. very stereotypical for monkeys. We'll just, Dad, Mom was your favorite of the roasts. Ooh, did she? Run along. I'll be there shortly.
Oh,
What is your favorite of the roasts?
They are these gliding reptiles that around the planet. You'll get to see them from time to time. I'm blanking on the name. You'll find out what they are later.
Oh, good.
It's like gloopers or something like that. I think it is.
Yeah, no. We don't want to keep you from Mrs. or Child Dorito. So like go enjoy your night. We'll figure it out from here.
Right. I will come for you at first light. Just make sure you're all here for the morning.
Maybe we can catch that race in the morning if I feel prepared.
You can do that.
You would be the race.
What?
There's no scheduled races, he said. It was you guys could race each other.
I just
Cloakers.
I want to make sure.
Cloakers, they're kind of like a stingray-looking creature that flies in the sky.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Thank
just.
you
I
for
want.
the gifted sub.
Ooh, thank you.
Thank you. I want to make
It
sure that
went
I
to
feel.
Neff, but still.
Oh, nice. I want to make sure that I feel prepared for this action because, being a little high up, it's good. You got to be prepared as an athlete for this kind of maneuver.
Yes. For everybody at home, this is who is talking to them. This is Arito. I keep forgetting that I have all this stuff. I'm still learning Steam Labs, everyone. Apologies. We were only Zoom and other stuff. We didn't have this before not too long ago, so still getting used to it. So you guys have the time to do whatever you wish, or we can say you guys just go about and have a lovely evening going on river rides, trading in amounts of metals, and having a night's worth of incredible grog.
Yes, that. Question for you, DM.
Yes.
Sometimes frogs fly.
I mean,
Can I?
you want to go on a ride with them?
I want to see if I can fly. Or just jump real good.
Okay, so are you asking me to make a mechanic for your character to fly when it can't, or do you have a way to fly, or are you just jumping?
No,
in
I
general?
was talking about the tree swinging, but I would actually like to
just fly on one of the gray. I would like to ride the gray creature, please.
Okay. It is 50 gems to go
Okay.
on a 2-hour ride. There's no real all the ones that you meet are very timid. They're kind of very kind of shy, but the moment like you go and like I want that one, it kind of looks at you. The um, Hadozi that is there that keeps care of all these animals gives you like it looks like a apple, but it has the skin of a lemon. And as you go to hand it to it, this thing just takes a big bite, and this gooiness comes from the center. It smells so good. Like you want to eat this, and as you go to like sniff it, the caretaker goes, "No, no, 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 my love. That will make you very ill, very potent.
Is it poisonous?
No, no, no. Just will make you have the bad runs."
Ah.
Yes.
Because I'm immune to poison. I was gonna say if I could risk it, but alright.
Well, maybe I'm not sure. You are different from I. I've never seen anything like you, so go and try. Make me a Constitution save.
The fact that so many of my characters end up licking things really says something about me.
You made my child character that I picked up lick things as an NPC even.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. 22 con check.
Okay. It's very, very sour and like bitter, and you realize that you didn't dip your tongue in long enough. If you would have failed, the taste of this sour bitter, it wouldn't be like you're sucking on an atomic warhead for the next 12 hours.
Pleasant.
I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great.
You can dilute just a small bit. The candy makers make delicious candies with it, but very, very small bits. Can't have too much.
Yeah, I'll continue feeding the lapple to the
You
gray
can
beast.
imagine like if you had a dropper of this, one drop in a vat of like clear gelatinous candy would be sufficient to make the entire batch sour.
Yeah, so it's a very, very strong lemon thing. I'm
And
calling it a lapple because you described it as an apple.
It's like a lapple with like a jello-y middle, but it's not like solidified jello. It's like it squeezes out and it's just kind of like gushy.
A lapple gusher. It's
And
lapple
it is
gusher.
red.
That's a gusher.
A red lapple gusher. Okay, well, I'm gonna go on this 2-hour ride then. Cool.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah. You grabbed some. We'll say that each of you grab 100 gems out of the various thing. I will note that being that Arjwar did see the thing first, you do currently have a black gem-like thing in there.
I wanted to get to that because I know I have two things I want to do. One of them is I want to go try the drink with Wraith.
Okay. As you guys are walking by down through the actually let's get the
I'm gonna drag
Wow.
OE with me if I could drag no, brain just name failed.
So you guys ended up leaving down and heading south. You follow the path until you get to your first set of stairs. Not the stairs that were directly across from the capital tree, but the one that's just a little further south to a middle level. And as you do, you can realize that this is kind of like the business section of the town. You notice a couple shops. First thing that you see is the giant looking alchemist shop that's centered right in the middle. And this thing is huge. It's like a Costco's for potion shop size. It's for the time that you see, it's extremely large. And next to that, there's a jeweler's, a smith's, and you also have um, there's not a magic shop per se, but you can tell that they sell some pretty unique items. Um, they wouldn't classify this as magic. There's no word for what they have for it. It's just um,
Stuff.
we can help. We can give your items help. Is what basically the sign says out front. It's like the world imbues it, man. It's not me that casts the magic, it's the world, man, passing it through. No.
Does that mean that those benefits would stop once we left the planet? Interesting.
I don't know.
So we're gonna do the drink into this business section. I was gonna grab my little buddy because we're gonna practice peopling with a drink.
Your little buddy. Oh, yes, yourself, but the little one of you.
Wait,
Or
no,
do you
no,
mean
no.
Omi?
I mean Omi. I meant Omi.
He's the
Omi
little
and
one now?
Omi and
No,
Genesis. Well,
he originally was.
he's
He
my
was
little buddy.
originally
long ago, remember long ago when he was like a little fungus guy?
Yes.
Yes. So I was gonna bring Omi with the idea of, hey, Omi, we're gonna have a drink with Wraith, and we're gonna see, just experience. It's important to do that.
Sounds like it could be fun, Archwar.
We'll go try out the place that he told us to go to.
Let's go drinking.
Ah, time to outdrink you both again.
It's about experience, right? It's not just about the drink. I just want to go relax a minute. I have a thought while we're there, but I think a drink will help.
A thought?
Yeah, it's not about the drinking, it's about the people watching. Or
Oh,
That brings more questions.
questions
like,
are good. Question.
what
well,
are your
The
questions?
people.
Who are we watching? So I watch those who are, look like they could provide some level of challenge or something. Maybe have some cool things going on with like a game of skill, or they're carrying a ball around. The Wraith says that's a little weird, but it's
See, what I like to do is you stare at a person and you make up the story that you think they are going. I mean, what's going on in their life? Like, can we see anybody, or are we in the room?
Yeah, you can see that there is, like, you point over to, like, that guy, and you can see what looks like to be this kind of, like, Hundozi who's kind of looking down like this. All I can tell you is that this Hundozi looks exactly like the Tobey Maguire in his emo phase from the Spider-Man movie.
Like that guy. That guy looks like he was in a bad musical.
Yeah. He looks over at you and you're pointing at him and he's just like,
I think you're on point with that one.
Yeah.
also, there's a large crowd that is not a large crowd, but the people that are around you are all looking at you, Wraith. Even the guy that's like,
I am
Doesn't
still.
he have his disguise?
Yeah, I have my disguise on.
DM not remembering. Hey.
Yeah.
So,
We
put on the
dealt with this with the
disguise.
idea we didn't want that to happen as much.
so I look like one. I do not smell like one.
Copy. So you guys go have your drinks, have a lovely eve.
I want to
go-
pay. I wanted
Ooh.
to pay with that black one that you talked about. before
Oh.
I was going to pay with that one because it just kind of looked neat, so I was going to pay with that one.
Okay. You go up to the bar, and he just kind of looks at you. You guys have a good amount of booze for the night between the three of you, trying to outdrink and outlast. And he looks at you and will be like, "That'll be 20 joules." You present
Aiden.
the black gem.
Cookies are done.
First off, make an insight check as you see his eyes go wide.
Why is it always insight? I've been doing terrible at that tonight. Where are we at with this one? This is a 13 at least.
A 13?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have any other rolls?
Oh my gosh. Do I have another one kicking around? I don't have an inspiration. Do I have a mayhem die? Let's go to the notes here. I have one mayhem die.
Give it a roll, sir.
All right. That is my
might want-
D8. D8, where are you, D8? Where are you? That was a 2. That was a 2.
So it's a 15?
We are up to a 15 now.
Okay. So, Artois, you go and pull out the gem, and you're kind of looking back at your table as you're just waiting. You look back at him, his eyes go wide as he looks down, but he has not taken it. Ha! You just, that's a good one.
Oh. Okay. It's hilarious. This must
I mean,
not
I
be a-
will take it off your hands if you're. Are you sure?
Oh, I'm sorry. Again, I don't know this place
That
very
one
well
gem
at
is
all.
worth over 20,000 gems alone. As you are holding an astral diamond, a black opal astral diamond,
Ray,
equal
did
to
you hear
10,000 to 20,000 depending on the place, and considering that this place uses gems as commodity, I'm using the higher value of the two.
Wraith, did you hear that? I'm just looking back at Wraith now.
Well, you say that now, Wraith. What's your passive perception?
Was 25. Oh wait, hold on. Passive. One second. That was not. It's not 25. It is less than 25. It is what the like no my DD beyond is messing up.
Your passive is a passive to 27.
I wasn't
Yeah.
less than 25.
It wasn't less than 25. It was more than 25.
Yeah. So
You're more
Yeah.
perception than Vila, which is wild because you're one of the most rambunctious of the group. You're the most perceptive of them, but it's like I'd rather look this way.
no, it's usually I have bad rolls when using perception.
Fair enough. But Wraith, yeah, no, you're able to easily catch and clock exactly what's going on. I'll say like the moment that you saw Artois going up, your eyes never left him, and then he takes out the gem, and then you see what's happening with the bartender, and he says this, and your eyes now go wide as well.
Are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure? Are you
No.
sure?
No, I told you I
Bartender's
don't know
holding
the
out his hand
customs.
very graciously, like, I'll accept it, sir, if that's what you wish.
We have other. Where's those other gems? And so I will go and grab the other handful of gems that seem appropriate.
Yeah. You guys get enough gems out, pay the man, and he looks at you. Damn. You guys have a good night. I will note that the drink is strong, but I'll say No, you guys were having a drinking competition. Con saves both of you.
Okay.
I'll roll for Omi as well. Captain Okas. Just roll a d20 on his. Auto loading. Okay. Omi
Ni-
saves.
19.
19.
I get fucked up.
Okay. Arjwar, you drink so much. You are pounding through all of this and you are feeling great. Yeah, you are getting drunk, but you can hold yourself confidently. You've been, at the bar on the ship a lot frequently making your mojitos. And for people who are now watching at home, I didn't just say that weirdly.
The mojito. You gotta get the mojito.
A mojito that is canon in this world. Mint, the plant, was not a thing. It just was reintroduced back into the universe because of Arjwar wanting to make mojitos. And his character says this, so I'm just saying. A little backstory for the people, small things.
While I am woozy, I guess, because I'm still kind of doing, feeling it. This is kind of the effect. I want to try to shape my plasmoid appendages to what I saw of our Hondozi companion.
Are you trying to make a glider?
I'm trying to shape myself using the plasmoidness into a glider appendage.
Okay. Make me, let's call it a medicine check with disadvantage. Because although that you're not fully intoxicated, you have been drinking, which you're still impaired regardless.
At another bar while this roll is taking place, once Vila has finished her ride, she's at another bar, like that meme of a child that has a wine glass that's not actually wine, just kind of going dancing by herself at some other place, enjoying her evening. Just that's what's happening elsewhere.
We'll say
with-
that the boys go to one bar by the river and the girls go to across the river where you did the riding and where those things are kept are where we'll say the nicer areas are because those were just recently built. So you guys are kind of like at the swanky, like nicer, newer establishment here.
I'm hopeful Tanish is vibing with you over there, Vila. I with the disadvantage, I rolled double 19, so I got an 18 either way.
Awesome. Man, you're good to go.
Danish and Eloine were left back at the original camp. They're not with us.
Oh,
Is that-
darn it.
They're not back up in the mountains. They would have
They're
come
back
back.
They were at the original camp before we came to this one. They were staying at that one because they were healing. That's what we discussed last time. Because you didn't want to voice that many characters.
No, I know. But I'm not leaving them out in the middle of the woods while you guys are staying in civilization. I told you at the last one, after cameras went, y'all just conveniently are now here.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought there was another place that we were there.
You guys were
between
all together
forest.
with Arito. I wouldn't have just left them there like that.
No, I thought there was a place between forest and this location that
No.
we stopped at.
Now we are there.
Yeah, you went from point A to point B. That's it. You haven't ventured anywhere just yet. You guys have a good night. I believe it. What was your role, Rafe?
For the Constitution,
Yeah,
6.
6. Awesome. Arjwar, you are having to carry Rafe the entire way home. Rafe, you can not hold your stomach down. It's a whole bad mess.
Excuse me. I don't want to drink here anymore.
I sense some distinct banana notes that I don't understand why you didn't agree with you.
You guys get back to your room. Wraith will say that you feel much better in the morning, but maybe stay away from the banana mead for the next couple days. All of you
Banana
awake
should not be
to a
made
knock
as
at the
alcohol.
door. As you can hear Rito open up. Morning. Hello.
Thank you, Neff, for the Mayhem die one. There's one for everyone.
Woo.
Rito! Great to see you. I have news.
Oh.
Ugh.
Shifts into glider mode.
Huh. Would those work?
We'll find out.
Listen, Concleon, I love you, bud, but I really don't want a keyless situation in my game.
Let's just go find a very reasonably short area to find out if I can glide.
You are on the second story. There is a balcony on this very
Well, let's
nice
go.
area. So,
all right. What do you think? You think I can make it over to that looks at smaller roof, hopefully across the way?
he goes and opens the door and stands on the ledge and looks. Goes, let's find out. He
All
just
right,
looks at the
cool.
rest of
I'm
the
gonna
group
try
I
it.
was gonna
blatantly
go.
like,
What?
Vila, you want to take a bet?
Sure. I was gonna stand under the balcony so that I could catch him if he falls. So, which way do you want to go?
I bet that he makes it.
Okay, I bet that he doesn't make it.
I like
What-
your confidence, Wraith. Thank you.
What are we
Appreciate it.
betting?
I will not mess with your device for a good week.
Well, we're not near my device for the next week, so
Nothing
when we get back
works
to the
on this
ship.
planet.
okay. What do you want from me then? Because I won't threaten your kneecaps. I don't know.
See,
For a week.
and people say you're not more violent than I am. I would never go after someone's kneecaps.
I've never actually gone after your kneecaps. I just threaten them.
hey,
Okay.
Ardwar, you begin to stand up onto the ledge. You take your step forward.
How do you aim this thing?
You say this as you lean forward and fall off the ledge. And go ahead and make me athletics check.
See, I know that I have athletics at advantage and at a high level. So we're going to find out what happens here.
I believe I can fly.
21.
Ardwar, you put your arms out. You have your gliders now set. You lean forward, set on your next destination of the rooftop, and as you lean forward, you immediately fall straight down 25 feet for 2d6 points of damage. But we've reduced that, I will say, with the athletics roll in check. I will only give you half damage from that.
And also,
which
I
is 3 points of damage,
put-
so you only take 1.
Ugh.
I positioned myself under the balcony to try and catch him should he fall.
I
Okay.
nosedived onto Vila.
You were in the room, and he was doing this immediately. Unless you jumped off that ledge right then and there, you didn't have enough time for him to do
Okay.
this. This was very quick.
Okay.
Because I can understand that, but I can't visually see Vila.
She goes show little legs.
Yeah.
Vila could have hopped down.
I mean, I could.
It would have been apparently understandable for your creature, for mine, ground. That was unexpected.
So since we didn't shake on that bet, I don't have to follow through.
Rito just looks down and goes, "Just stay there. We'll be down in a moment. Come. We have much to do, much to travel through. It will be at least a 2 days trek to the next town. So we must hightail it soon."
I get the distinct impression that every day that you spend with us, you're becoming less and less thrilled about us being around.
Oh, this is fascinating, actually. I just have one of those faces that kind of says I'm angry. I've been told.
Can we inside check him?
Yes.
And also, you probably don't want to be away from Mrs. or Child Dorito all that much.
He looks at you and goes, "Oh, yes."
15.
15. For a 15 insight check, yeah, 100% truthful. There's no deceit about this. You kind of think that the position of who he is and where he comes from, like how he's here in this capital with his children inside of the main building, that he's some type of importance, and lying to you wouldn't benefit him in any way at this point. And I'm sorry, babe, what was yours again?
Oh, I was just commenting on the fact that he probably doesn't want to be away from Mrs. or Child's Dorito.
Yes. Daneth, my son. Yeah, he's a Danimov.
Oh my god.
Daniel, and my lovely wife,
Madeline.
No, Wend, like
Wend.
Wendalind, but just Wend. Yes, Wend and Daniel. Quite lovely, them two. We'll have to have some dinner when we all get back together.
Yeah, we'll have to try that roast that is your favorite.
Oh, it's so good. The cloaker roasts are just amazing.
Hopefully, it's better than that banana alcohol.
We have 2 days trek on Razorbeak, so I've procured some there outside. But it's all go now, and you must. The rest of you can stay here, as he looks to Manny, Tanish, and Halloween, and Omi, and Genesis. Yes, if you wish all to stay here as well, please. The suite is all for you. Yeah, you may stay as long as you wish. Traverse the lands. Just if you feel that you're not sure if you may get in trouble, ask first before doing. And you just see all thumbs up. So it will just be the 4 of you, Oviedo, and Miss Kitty, who I will moonlight that character as we go along. I won't RP or say anything. We'll just say that Miss Kitty is just being Miss Kitty, doing her thing. If you guys have anything direct for Pocket during scenes at this time, please do put them in the chat and put like what scene that you guys were doing, if you have like a definitive thing that you need her for. Otherwise, like, I'll try to do my best to keep her sheet up to date. But you all notice as you leave the capital that there are 5 mounted razorbacks. Oh, bless you. They're these large, almost ostrich-like creatures with these long necks and this hammer-like axe head that can come down and attack. It's very, very like gnarly looking, but they are very quick. 60 feet of movement base. So with action, and they can use bonus action, you're looking at 180 feet per round if you need to hightail it, just for everybody knows. I think that's what it is. Either way, they are very quick.
They can't fly, but I'm telling you, they can run the pants of a kangaroo. That was for every Australian ever.
As you guys are going and hopping on, a group of individuals kind of gather as rumors of these new people and creatures from another worlds have been staying with them for the night, have all wished to see you off safe. You see like little children have like made signs, but there's not a spaceship or anything. Basically what they saw was like a comet and a light, So you guys are actually the term on the phrase. You guys can't read it, but Arita goes, "They're calling you starlights, little twinkles."
Oh, that's adorable.
Starlight or little twinkle is a loose translation of what you can see written in Hundosian. And yeah, you guys begin to head off on your 2-day mounted trek. I would like one of you, please, to roll me a D100. And as you give me the number, we will go for break. So everybody at home, thank you for sticking with us. We're going to take a very short break. We're taking a short break, everyone, 5 or less minutes. Let's not...
Okay.
45.
45 minutes, no.
45 for the D100 roll.
That's fine. All right, and we will be back soon. Bye-bye. Welcome back to everybody to Planetscape, Edge of the Void. Thank you for indulging us in our little bathroom bio break. As we are now leaving the Wild Vale with Arido on back of the Axe Peaks, it is the 5 of you and then 1 extra as you guys are bringing 1 for your guys' guide. You get to the next town, which isn't too far of a day's trek away. You guys are going to the next city to find the next Wow, I just had a brain fire. You guys are heading to the next city. That should take about a day or two to get there. You find a guide. But you guys have to pass through the mountainside and over the river, because you guys are kind of right next to the giant. You guys are on the riverbeds of where the Mississippi was, on one of the rivers that come off of it, so you have to cross it to get to the next city over. But with a roll of 46 on your guys's D100 die, for the past 2 days, you guys have been ascending through the steep crags of the upper mountains. Finally, through a dense set of trees on the basin of these cliffs, you discover a very well hidden entrance, the smooth kind of metallic floor. As you go, Rito is curious to this. He's never seen this. You guys walk a bit further, and you can see about it's about 40 feet tall, and actually it's probably a 40 feet radius vault door attached to this side of the mountain, hidden away. On the outer,
Rito, is that normal?
I have never seen this. As you, everybody make a perception check for me.
Perception.
All right.
Natural 20 for a 19.
Oh shit.
16.
It's pretty evident to everybody with the amount at the edge of the entrance of the cave. There's like debris and rocks everywhere, and you guys are by the side of a cliff off of this kind of ridged basin area of the mountainside. And as you guys are looking around, you can see that a landslide must have dislodged what was blocking this area once before, of a long ancient relic of an old vault door. The tech on this looks extremely old. You guys can see that there is a panel on the outside with these tiny green like letters that come up. It's like old like the old school green screen computers is what you're basically seeing on the front. And yeah, you guys are standing there, and Rito just looks and goes, "Huh, Dad?
That's
Dad, I'm in the middle of streaming.
words on the vault, or
You know this. It's Tuesday. I'm sorry, it's gonna have to wait. Sorry, I don't even know where I was. My dad interrupted me. Yeah,
Green
you guys are at the
symbols.
vault door. Yeah, do you guys want to investigate it, or would you guys like to move on? The Rito does say it's going to be at least another day's ride, minus whatever time it is for here.
has your people explored this area yet, or
We know these mountains very well. We've never come across this.
is
feel
there
like
any
this'll-
words on the? Oh, go ahead.
You know, so I feel it's like this will be a great story.
Are there
Yeah, I
any
want to
words on the door?
explore.
Okay. There is a keypad there, and the door's locked. What do you guys want to do?
Is there any words on the door?
Huh?
Are there any words on the door?
Not anymore. Everything looks like it's been damaged or it's been chipped away. The vault door does look a bit rusted out.
Uh, I want to check the door for traps.
Okay. Make an investigation.
Second. $17.
Happy?
So it doesn't have what I'm looking for. I just read it, and now I can't find it. I love it. Okay. It is not trapped, as far as you can tell.
Okay. So you said there was a keypad.
Yeah, there's a keypad.
What happens if I push one of the buttons?
Um, as soon as you go and click it open, it has what looks like to be kind of like a star on it. It says North Star Industries.
Okay.
Would
So-
I, as an ambassador for OPS, know what North Star Industries is?
You've never heard of this.
Can I roll, and if I get a nat 20, I do?
I know, baby. This is so old that it's on a planet that has been long forgotten. It's maybe if you find knowledge here, I'll give it to you. But just knowing it is unfortunately not going to be something realistic. Alright.
Saddle.
There is a keypad. The keypad has a green screen with a very elaborate keypad that has not only letters but numbers on it, and three lights at the top.
I push in open 1, 2, 3.
One of the red lights, you find, well, one of the lights light up red.
Actually, can
Hmm.
I?
Is there anything nearby that like a
Can I just do that from here?
hmm. Any ideas,
Phone calls?
suggestions?
I was just reminded, Conk, that we actually got a chaos die last session. You and I did.
Oh, I did not have that on my list. I did not have any ideas for this door, though I do feel like I know I can't break it, though I want to.
Oh, yeah.
I would absolutely like to run at it, but that's more for comedic effect than actual
belief that I'd be able to open it.
How solid is the door?
By the look from the outside, it looks like this could possibly be made of almost a foot thick steel plate door. It's a vault door. It's pretty hefty.
Mm. Check something.
Can I try the door handle?
Maybe this is like Fallout Vault style.
Oh, can I try the wheel?
You go and try to push it, it does not budge.
Because you never know, might already be here.
I feel like this is a mystery wrapped up in an enigma inside of a
If the
tin
rest of you
can.
want to go ahead and do a perception check for me.
Okay, perception.
Or rather, are you guys
Perception.
looking around, doing other stuff? Rather, what are you guys doing?
I'm
I would
looking
pref-
around.
I would prefer to do an investigation if that's what you're asking.
I'm staring at the metal door.
Okay. Roll
I
me
am
a
looking around
perception
for
check,
any other way.
Artois.
At 28, 28 investigation.
Okay.
3 perception.
Okay.
26 perception.
Artois, you go and run your hand against this, and you notice that it leaves a wet imprint from your gelatinous form on the door, and you kind of just make a smiley face out of the rust and wetness from it.
Artistic.
Beulah, you look around and you notice blocking this door and all the rubber that's around, and you give it a good look. The first thing that you see is a humanoid skull.
Oh,
Not just one. At least 12.
oh. So
They're-
people died here.
You can see that throughout their bones are ratted clothes, still holding artifacts from an ancient time. You see this crusty, almost heavy-looking brown wallet-like thing, and as you go to try to open it, it just kind of makes that sound of leather sticking to each other as you rip it open. As you do, you find yourself a blue key card.
It's not grave robbing when it's this old, it's archaeology. I'm gonna go see what I can tell from the card and see if it doesn't like matches up with anything and if I can do anything with it.
There's a swipe card part for the door.
Gonna fucking swipe it then.
You swipe it, the red goes away and turns into a green light. Door does not
Can I-
budge.
I need a passcode.
Make a intelligence, straight intelligence check.
Okay.
Whoops, what did I just do?
21.
One light lit up, one card you have. Maybe you need to go back out to the other bodies and see if you could get the rest of the cards, or see if you can make another. Each investigation check would have to be separate because they're in different locations. Not like you've gone to one place, got the card, ran over and did it. It lights up green, and after a few minutes it goes away and there's no lights there.
Can
Indicating
I
you
help her?
found a correct path, but you might need more cards. So if you want to do a couple more rolls, if you want to give me, we'll say, do you say anything to the group?
Yes. I'll let them know what we're looking for so that they have a better chance of finding stuff.
Can I
With the
help
knowledge
lift the
that
bodies?
the corpses around might have cards on them, everybody can go ahead and give me a investigation check with advantage this time.
That was shit. 21.
13.
14.
Okay. And do burrito real fast on as a +4 his roll.
That is the third kind of cat that I've seen on your screen. How many cats do you have there?
He has a 16.
Can-
Okay.
Conveniently 3.
With Arito having a 16, you needed a 15 or above to find the cards. With the knowledge that where they are amongst the bodies, you are able to pull the other 2 cards, and as you go and swipe all 3, a large mechanical click begins to happen as you can hear the door now. Get to one side. I know you didn't hear any of that. My audio sucks.
I did my own audio for it. It's fun. I heard that better.
As the door begins to open and finalizes the locking back to being open, a extremely bad smelling gust of wind comes from the outside, like this hissing of air from an old mummy sarcophagus begin to just blow out to you. I will note the smell of death lingers in the air. Even Arito puts his arm up and goes, Jesus. Oh my God. It's one thing I need to take out of my D&D stuff is hate that fucking name. And I'm out of it. So the smell hits you. The who has dark vision?
Oh, damn, I don't remember.
You see Arito.
I can see through magical darkness.
Okay. Well, darkness and magic. You have the eye thing from Warlock, right? Yeah. Okay. So you can see both. You actually.
Oh, I do have dark
and
vision.
Awesome. The two of you and Arito, you see, goes out to the side. There's a hanging plant with this like orb-looking thing growing off of it, and as he begins to pull it, these like jellyfish-looking tentacles that he pulls it from the root begin to snap off and begin to hover as it glows bright, and he pushes it forward. You see that every couple feet he has to push it, but you guys have another sense of light source lights up within a 15-foot radius.
Can I also just cast dancing lights so that I can put some more lights in there?
Sure. But the rest of you see what looks like to be a room. An advanced technological, way past what you've seen around here. As let's see, get rid of this one. Get rid of the Wild Ale and intro the scene as you guys cut into the inside of this vault. It has this giant open skyline. You walk in, you can see destruction. Whatever has happened here, whatever amount of time, nature has taken its course and taken back everything. And I know it's going to be hard to see. I'll put it in chat as well. You guys are standing in this type of room. The moment that you guys get in, you guys can see on the side of you there's a little terminal, and as you are walking in, a little voice can trickle through just slightly. And this map appears on the terminal screen. Bing, bing. You can see as it has this pinging coming from it, but as it goes from a 2D, turns into a 3D model, and you can see that there's multiple floors. Here, on the 4th floor, there is a red ping Whatever is here has drawn you a map on how to get there. You have a blue key card, multiple blue key cards. We'll say that each of you have one blue key card to get through this place. Each. It's reusable just as long as you run into a door that may be able to use it. And yeah, you can't really hear anything coming out of the speaker except for like inaudible type stuff, but you notice that the terminal is slightly damaged as well.
So, anything here we can just steal for the well, that steal's a poor word. Borrow for the ship. Those of you who are more technical accurate.
It's not stealing.
Repurpose.
It's recovering for historical preservation.
I don't want to be history. That makes sense.
I said this outside. It's not grave robbing when it's this old. It's archaeology. There was a spooky little dinosaur noise then. Did you guys hear that?
As
Isn't
you
that
guys
the
are in the
croaking
middle of this
noise you make?
conversation, directly above you, this winged creature that looks like a manta ray, a cloaker, stands right above. You can see a reader.
Hi there, buddy.
I got this. He stabs and plunges his spear into this thing. You watch him as he splits it straight down the middle. Rito, with his brute strength, has. Yeah, you can see. Come on.
Bye, buddy.
That was sudden.
Yeah, I was like, "Hi, buddy." Instead, "Bye, buddy."
You can hear that this thing in one fell swoop as he stabs it, slashes it, stabs it again for a third time into the head for over 84 points of damage to this thing. Rip this thing in half as he says, we will have good stew tonight.
Oh. All right, stew sounds wonderful. That does seem a bit hunty.
I will let you know cloakers have a hit points of 78.
Oh.
Orito is incredibly strong.
That was real fast and real impressive.
Thank you. As you guys are having this conversation, the shrieks of this animal's death goes echoing through the halls of this vault.
Well, that's unpleasant.
Every single one of you can hear. Off into the distance.
Oh, I don't like that.
The sounds of mechanical noises lingers, unseen to your eyes.
How far can we see?
For you, I'm pretty sure you get 120 feet with the dark vision for your magical stuff. You can see pretty good. The lights are lit up on the walls, but the bulbs are flickering as you guys are walking up on here of this massive derelict vessel of smooth metal bulbs flickering to life overhead as you enter, illuminating over piles and piles of moldy bones scattered throughout. A couple ways that you can go. The moment that you guys walk in, you have a pathway that's right in front of you that you can go that goes about 50 feet, or you can go left or right. Each way looks like they have sets of doors to them. If you go right, it looks like it abruptly ends after about 50 to 60 feet, and there's doors on either left or right that side. The other way goes down another hall.
Was there anything else that dotted on that map?
In particular, no. Whatever way it is going is leading you to the second level of this area. You guys are on the bottom first, and it's on the mountain, and it's going upwards.
I pull out a notebook and make a rough sketch of the map.
Okay, awesome. As you are making your notes
I love
in
you so much.
of the doors and the hallways and whatnot, you notice that in the room that you are in, if you walk to either the left or the right, you'll notice that some of them have numbers, some of them don't have numbers. The ones that are in numbers are in different colors. The ones that are near you are currently blue. You have right now 3 doors that are marked blue, and one that is currently, 2 that have no numbers on them, no indicators or whatever, and at the end of the hall looks like a part of the wall has been broken down. As you
Okay.
are all standing here, the sound of the metal clanks are getting closer.
I signal to the others that I'm gonna go scout ahead towards the where the clinking noise is coming from.
Okay.
I wanted to look at the hole.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hit the transition button for people at home. That's what the map looks like.
One second,
You guys
I'll
are
pull up the map.
entering at the very bottom of the map. You know, it's a bit hard to see. I'll send it over in Discord right now for you guys. We'll put it in general. So you guys are entering at the bottom. Like I said, you can go left, that goes down a hallway, or you can go right to where it ends. But at the very end on the left would be a broken wall that kind of goes into another room.
Where are we on the map?
At the very bottom.
Okay. Which way is this clinking noise is coming from?
Directly in front of you.
Oh,
So the
okay.
blue, the terminal, that little blue thing at the very bottom, like you'll see a white line, right? That's your 2 white kind of blocks. Those are your vault doors that you came in. The little blue circle thing that's right in front of you is the terminal that you guys saw. And directly behind that, about 50 feet down, is where you're hearing the metal clinking coming from.
How big is each of those squares?
These are all 10-foot movements.
Okay. I want
Uh,
to.
We are in free mode, so you don't have to, worry about movement speed until we get to a certain point.
I want to slow and quietly make my way up to that first corner.
All right. You get down the hallway and peer around the corner. And as you do, you can see what look like to be these large red machines. And as I say this, I will put up the combat robot. Marching down, 3 of these combat robots are moving, just kind of rolling across the floor. And you can hear that the arms are moving forward, pushing things aside, and using it to step over certain things. You can tell that the floor has been covered in debris, and they're using their hands currently to pick themselves up and walk over everything, which is the reason why you can hear the As soon as they get past the debris, they put their wheels down, and you can hear but silence through the halls as it gets closer.
I silently, silently and quickly as I can, go back to the others and whisper incoming.
Awesome. Was
You're sending us a gumball machine.
I never actually asked you for your initial stealth check, so why don't you go ahead and give me that first to get down that hallway for the original one, and we'll narrate what happens after. I know you're stealthy as hell, so I know you probably get it, but just in case you get a natural one.
Um, 33.
Yeah, no, you easily like sink your head. Like you're laying on the floor and you just scooched your head up. Everyone's peripheral is always looking up. It's straight forward, never down on the ground. So they easily don't see you. And you're gonna make another stealth back. You are muted, sir.
Want me to roll again?
Yeah, give me another one. Since you're at the hallway.
25.
Yeah, easily enough able to get down to the end, back to the hallway. You do know that you saw 3 of these red mobilized combat droids.
I quietly whisper to the everybody, 3 sentries coming this way.
Should I try to talk to them?
Hide.
They're robots and they look like old robots, so I don't think they'll listen.
I can try.
You want to remember your respawn thing is on the ship, not here.
Yeah, so I can tell if I die, I just tell the people what's going on. So good.
I still feel like the hide option is a good option. Let's just let them go by.
I'm going with RG, with this
Why?
hide. And I'm going to go back around another corner and hide with my magical hilt in my hand.
Okay, so we're all taking the hide action? Is that what's going on?
That's my plan.
That's my plan.
Alright.
Come on, Vila, let's
you
all
see
hide.
both Wraith and RG kind of just bolt off to go hide. Are you going to stick around?
I don't want to, but hang on. I'm gonna roll a dice and it's gonna decide. If it rolls odd, I'm hiding. If it rolls even, I'm not hiding. It rolled a 16, which means I'm not hiding.
Good luck with diplomacy there.
I'm gonna try my fucking diplomacy shtick, and if I die, I die.
I'd rather you vote no.
Alright, so you're staying out?
Yep, staying up.
Alright. As everybody hides, make me a stealth check, the 2 of you, for your hide action. Vila, as you are standing there, you hear these lights you can see start to appear from around the corner. As you do, almost like a Dalek rotating around and coming down, you see 4 mechanical arms begin to kind of retract into the body as it approaches, and it stops, all 3 in front of you. And a voice emanates out of it. Well, hello. My name is Combat Bot 154.
Greetings, I am Vila Grapplace. Version 72? 71?
Wonderful to meet you, Vila, version 172. Unfortunately, you are an intruder So I must end your life.
I am not an intruder. I am here from North Star. I am a new recruit.
Ah, wonderful. May I see your credentials?
I pull out the blue card.
A little, like, you see from the chest, all haphazardly bouncing away, coming from the center is this little data keypad that sticks out on an arm. And it goes, please swipe in your key cards.
Can I ready an
Swap
action
it.
just in case?
You go ahead and swipe the card. And as you do, welcome, Professor Khan. It is a pleasure to have you here again. Will you be needing any assistance in your research today?
Not presently, but I may call on you again.
Wonderful. The experimentation upon humanoid brain stems is quite a lovely work.
Isn't it?
Ha 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 ha. Quite.
That will be all combat unit. And I give the number.
1534, Miss Vila
1534.
batch number 171.
Thank you.
Come, brethren, we must continue. We have 2 other life form signs to find. Carry on. And they just mosey away.
Fuck you, Richard. Turns out diplomacy does work sometimes, motherfuckers.
You use it
Um,
every time.
Vila, as this happens, the bots roll off. It's you guys alone. You can hear this muffled voice coming from the distance, and it's just,
Okay. I haven't seen anyone do that. Something on my phone.
coming from somewhere. I'll let everybody give me an investigation check.
Investigation.
10.
Mila, it's easily enough. You're able to deduce and follow the echoes down to what looks like to be one of the side rooms down the hallway to the left. And as you go, you can see that it's a blue door. You scan your blue key card, opens right up. And as you do, you can see this room has it's like a conference desk, but they have like this very old tech of kind of like a hollow scanner. It's a two-way hollow scanner, so it's not 3D but in 2D, but right in front of you, kind of like how we have now. And standing in front of you is a portrait of a hologram face, completely void of any features except it looks human, almost kind of like those. Everybody's seen like the face inside the machine, the floating head type deal. It's like that, but all blue. It has blue grid lines coming behind it with a black background, and you can just hear, "Welcome. It's been such a long time since I've seen anyone in my facility."
I know that my data pad can't connect to the wider universe right now, but can I still download all of the shit that I'm seeing? Like,
You
film
have
it or keep.
your suit has a built-in camcorder on it, so
Okay,
it's
good.
recording
Good, good,
everything.
good.
that's
I just want to
happening.
make sure that record of stuff is being kept.
But sitting in front of you is this 2D hologram of this thing.
Thank you for the warm welcome.
Quite. You are all intruders, but
No,
intriguing that you bypassed my primary systems. Doctor.
we aren't intruders.
Well, he goes, Doctor, gone, and gives you a holographic link as he shows you an image of all of you coming in on a video camera and rummaging
Okay.
through. Whatever
Okay,
this
so-
is, you can think that might have some more intelligence that you may think.
Okay, so maybe we are intruders.
Quite fine. I have not had anyone in quite a long time. I thought
There
I
is-
was alone on this planet.
Did someone mean to raise a hand then? Because it's on the screen.
I think it caught it when we were raising hands before.
Ah,
No, it's just off the other.
my name is Alphalon, but you may call me Alfie.
Like the dog that bit my face. Sorry, that was a long time ago. That was several clones ago.
I didn't make this name up. It's from
I know. It's okay. I'm just putting lore that happened to real world Flight into Flight's characters. It's okay.
Good to meet you, Alfie. Where are we?
Vila, I got questions about that later, but
Why, you're
What?
in the top secret North Star base. HQ for after the downfall.
what is the downfall?
He goes and shows you an old documentary, an old school, kind of like looks like it's been filmed on an old 2000s camcorder. As you just hear quickly coming in live. The United Nations have all now come in. No united peace has been confirmed. All countries are now in all-out war. We are in panic. Go to the North Star. Go to North Star Laboratories. Go to any facility that is offering launches. We need to leave now. And it goes to show a giant world war happened to the point where they destroyed the planet and the people had to try and leave said world. And North Star Technologies was the forefront of this. And it goes into the history of how the humans left, and it has ravished this world. The things that they did to it over time. There's the mass hate and genocide that came from it affected this planet devastatingly. Cracks among this world can never be healed. Roots have taken hold here somehow, and it is not letting go.
While this is playing, I'm just gonna turn to look at the one human in the room. It's like, oh, I'm the violent one, am I?
Hey, I'm not the only. I mean, my race isn't the only race that has wiped out several different species. Okay.
Yeah, but did other ones wipe out their own fucking homeworlds?
Oh shit. Okay, so during this conversation, I just rolled a insight check on Arito, who is currently with you, while Wraith is in Hundozy form, and now realizes that he may not be so Hundozy as he thought. Are you
He saw.
missing Link? Are you the divide between us? What are you?
He's already seen me in my human form.
He's seen him in the human form.
Well, you see, this is why I am a bad DM, everyone. I don't pay attention. I'll admit it, I'm a bad DM.
You're not a bad DM.
Thank
You're
you
a
for
really
coming
good
and watching
DM.
my bad game, though. I appreciate you.
You're a really
You're
good
not
DM.
a bad DM.
You're not a bad DM.
You're a great
Mm.
DM.
I am enjoying the robot slapstick. Thank you.
You're my favorite DM.
Okay, enough of this, thank you.
It's the truth.
As it goes and shows this horrific life that these people once lived. It shows raiders, people who were left in the aftermath. From some time, you would see these mutant, like humans, come from all over until they died out. Whatever happened here has taken a long time for it to heal. But in its healing, evolution flourished. And it has documentation of there's a group of dragonborn-like reptilian creatures coming to the door, poking at it. This may be a couple hundred years prior. And then the next scene that you see from outside of the security footage from the door that you guys entered was the landslide, covering it up and blocking it away for centuries to be unseen. And that would be, oh, sorry, wrong, that's Combat Bot. And that is what you have walked in on. We've been alone.
We can upload you to something and take you away from here if you'd like.
Could you do that? Really?
Yeah, you wouldn't have to be alone.
Oh, wonderful.
Where's the rest of the staff?
Oh, don't worry about them.
Where's
They're
the
all the
rest of the staff?
skeletons. They're all the skeletons outside,
No,
dude.
no.
We
no,
stole
no,
their swipe cards.
No. No. I seen a movie like this. No. Where's the rest of the staff?
Unfortunately, all occupants of the vault have died.
By what?
Sources unknown.
Insight check.
Insight check on a robot.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
gonna let you know this is gonna be really hard. There's no definitiveness. It's a robot. It's not even a robot. It's a hologram of, like, you're looking at a picture. So I mean, roll an insight. See what you get. Who knows? Maybe you get that nat 20.
I'm gonna
Got the
plug
opposite.
some.
The notion of this thing has killed the occupants of this building has now is gone from your mind. This thing has not done anything to him. What he said is true. They all must have died of some cause inside this vault. But whatever this thing is, had nothing to do with it. It's innocent. It's a computer. What can a computer do, right?
We have Genesis. That no. No.
He's a
Well,
robot. He was something else, not just this.
Well, fancy new friend, I would like to know if we could. We might need to be looking for some salvageable electronics from around this space. Could we get some of those here?
Why, yes, you could.
Oh, good.
Is
Uh,
there
direction?
is there anything that could kill us in this place aside from the combat bots?
Oh, absolutely. If you help clear out the building, I will ensure you by giving you many, many treats.
What kind of treats?
Coming up on the screen, frag grenades, energy packs, things that you guys would need as ammunition. And as a fun little thing, the book that I now have, you guys can get a plasma gun called the Needler. He has to say exactly what you think it is. You want a Halo gun? It's in here. Energy
Plasmoid
crystals,
finger
that's what
guns
it
is a good
takes.
time.
You load it up with energy crystals, and it has a homing device, and every shot that you take is, I think it's a 1d4, and it hones in like magic missile. Because that's what it would do. Needler, when you would shoot, it would hone in and find you. So it's like magic missile, it will do automatic hits, but it has low damage.
Well,
Can I download this robot onto a spare data pad? Can I bribe the DM to let me do that?
So, you go and try to look. There's no output, and he goes, if you're trying to download me, you would have to go to where I indicated. And as his face leaves, it goes back to the screen, to the word, and it shows the little ping. And he goes, "Did you see the first one I left you? The main console in the terminal is broken, so I wasn't able to speak with you."
Okay,
Wonderful.
let's.
On the way through, I would ask you to do various tasks, and if you complete them, I will make sure to have my combat bots bring from the armory any of the things that I have listed here for you. In the module, there are treasures that you can get, and by completing these tasks.
And you deactivate the combat bots.
Well, the
Oh, the combat bots were never active against you. I wanted you all to come in. I was only gracious enough that you found their keycards outside, for I am unable to open the doors.
what are the things that you want us to get rid of in here?
Many different creatures. One in particular, very dangerous. Experiment
What's that?
gone wrong.
oh,
Oh, is that the mutated people we saw in the thing? Because Professor What's-His-Face was experimenting on people's brains?
Correct. As you now see what is noted in the game, a giant intellect devourer is roaming the halls of this facility somewhere.
It's a good thing we're all dumb as fuck.
North Star Industries, after the wars, the ones who were left tried to acclimate their bodies for space. Unsuccessful were these scientists.
Do you have any information on rockets that were shot into space before that?
Yes, a recording of 25,000 rockets were launched days prior to lockdown of the vault.
No, before the downfall.
History does keep track of records of space flight, if that's what you mean.
Yes, it is.
Of course.
Would we be able to have those data files as well?
Unfortunately, those are on the main server, as I cannot pull it up on terminals. But if
No,
you
but,
were
like,
to
if we-
go
if we-
to my terminal, you may look up this information. Unfortunately,
Right.
I am not able to access the main servers as well.
No, that's what I meant. Yeah, I meant if we went and did all this shit, if we could then get it from your stuff. Yeah, cool,
Yeah.
great. I'm on board for this. If you guys want to go kill a big
The
old
only
brain,
thing I ask of you, truly, is to help me connect to the main servers.
aren't you the main server? You're here and there and things.
I have been partially disconnected. If you reconnect my couplings, I will make sure you are well rewarded.
yeah, we'll cup ya.
Wonderful.
Who uncoupled you?
Scientists within facility.
Why did they uncouple you?
Programs of my directive went against their core values.
What are your
Are you-
directives?
Directives classified.
Can a red key card allow you to?
Let's just go kill the big brain and then.
Platinum key cards are needed for information above my understanding. As you notice that his looks like he's at a red status, and there are, in total, he'll show you blue cards, violet cards, yellow cards, red cards, and platinum cards. All different levels and varieties of what can let you into certain rooms. As I do not have cards to give you, please keep an eye out for any that you may find to help you clear out my facility.
You know where the last one was located?
Platinum card located on Dr. Wynn Ryder, 4th level.
Okay, let's go kill a brain and get some shit and then cut the robot.
I'm
I look
hopeful that the
forward to
robots bring
meeting
us
you at my
things.
main processor. Good luck.
Thanks.
As the screen goes away, a little pop from the terminal opens up, and you have almost like a Dragon Ball Z style little mini map that you guys are holding. As you see, it has a button, and it loosely hovers there for a moment, as you now have a directional orb to guide you on the way, kind of like a scanner. All right.
Well.
I didn't. I'm gonna have a scout animal. Isn't that right? Oh, God damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it,
So,
damn it, damn it.
stab any brains we see. And keep on moving.
Hopefully those arm things bring those grenades and things. Those will be tremendously helpful.
Oh, we're only getting those after we kill the brain.
Well, still, service
Yeah,
with
yeah.
curb service.
We'll say that we'll have you guys explore. You get the sense that this place is passive. There's no traps or anything that's going to get you, so there's not really going to be having to roll for sneaking around. He is already alerted to all the bots. You guys not only see these worker bots, but the combat bots, but you actually see the worker bots rolling around, working on trying to fix certain things. But it looks like a lot of them are in disrepair. They don't
Look at him.
necessarily are properly working correct, and you
Aww.
can see that their prime directive though is working on these like units that are around. And as you guys walk around, you can see these android-like creatures in humanoid form standing straight atop. You can't get to these as they are behind a platinum door. And you do not have currently a platinum key card. Just peering in those doors, because it's kind of like a clear door, you can kind of peer left and right. You can see many station pods, kind of like sleeping pods for hibernation. What you can see, the two on the right are open and empty. You can barely see the edge of another two at the corner, but you can't tell if it's full or empty. Going through here, so we have that one, which is a platinum door. You have a couple blues, violets, reds, but more importantly, the places that you can just visit. You have dining rooms, kitchens. Looks like there's a security checkpoint. There is one of those androids that you see here, but it is in real disrepair, and it has like one of those worker bots on it, but every time that it touches it, it sparks out, and it just... You also have many different lounge areas, meeting rooms, art workshops. All these are labeled as well, just so to pass everything. Recreational areas, game rooms. There looks like to be some type of fungal corridor. Like a lot of moss and fungus has been seeping in through this area. And you can see a whole bunch of other um, different places along here on this first floor. There's many different places. Along that, recreational areas, game room, fungoid, corner, the
a certain area, like kind of like with like a whole bunch of debris and haphazardly placed objects that are just blocking this doorway. And as you do, you hear from your little watch or the compass for the map, and it's just, I would not go down there if I were you. That may need special protection suits, as
What's-
parts of the facility are drenched in irradiated radiation.
Radiation, as in gamma or zap you, is that right?
correct.
Oh.
He,
That does
on that
seem
little
problems.
pad, it goes from the map and it shows like a whole bunch of people inside banging on the door just trying to get out, and then it fast forwards to seeing that their flesh has been eaten down to the bone.
Unpleasant.
Okay, yep. Gotta get those special suits. Where are the suits? Suits are necessary. Yep.
Oh, suits are in security checkpoint, and you guys know that that's an area that you'd be able to get to with an easy pop of Arito's great axe. He pops open the lock and opens the door and finds you all suits. As you do, you can hear that the Alfie just goes, "Wonderful. Task 1 will now commence." And that's where we're going to leave it here for next week, as these guys are going to go clear out whatever is waiting for them down in this irradiated area. For the players and for people at home, if your suit gets damaged or you have no cover, you will start taking damage. The only person that is immune to this whole ordeal would be Vila, because her suit is metal. She's in a mechanoid suit. Hers can't be pierced, punctured, or, let any in. So she's going to be good. But the three of you, assuming that Miss Kitty will be back for the next episode, will have to make sure to possibly, if anybody at home is watching and want to throw more dice over to them for Mayhem and Chaos die, that'd be helpful, because they're going to need to make sure they don't get hit in certain situations.
I added a new one today. It's a Havoc die. It's a D10.
Well, there we go. Give some Havoc dice for this hazardous area. But I am your DM, the Great Jedi. I'll sign it off for the rest of the people, but if you need a map made, hit me up. If you want to go on the Alternate Friday game of the Nemesis Queen, you can come check out myself in Ariana's game that dives back down into Eric Dune. But since I can't start with Miss Kitty, we'll start with Artois up at the top.
Cool. Hi, Conkley out here. I am a player here, but I'm also a player in other games here, but also I am the evil DM for Evils of Infericuse, which is on alternating Fridays. It's on Fridays when we schedule it, which means that we are this week and next Friday. So we will be on this week exploring Infericuse, the city, and also a bit of conjuringness with a weird, shady wizard. Now, also, you can find me on TikTok talking about donuts and board games, and you can find me on Twitch doing random things very not often. And otherwise, don't be a mimic, and who cares about taxes? Go ahead, Rafe.
I'm agreed, that's you, buddy.
Sorry about that. I'm Armor Creed. I stream on Twitch every now and then. Come check me out. I play games really bad, but I have fun with it. Other than that, to person about me.
Hello, I am Flight. I play Mila. I'm also a DM in this place for Leagues Underneath, the aquatic game. We're currently on a little bit of a hiatus just due to brain things. But we will be back next week. Also, just as a thing of note, both Grey Jedi and myself will be away for at least 3 weeks of September and possibly more, depending on how sad I am when he leaves, because he's coming out to Australia to visit me. So our games are more than likely going to be on hiatus for that month. However, if you would like to support the channel, we do have memberships, merch, and all that other good shit. It is linked in the thingos. I'm also on TikTok and also in our Discord. If you want to come hang out in our Discord, we've got links in the places that links go. So come and join us, hang out. It's awesome time.
Righty. Well, that's us here at Planetscape, Edge of the Void.